Killed the angle grinder. It's not going to plan at all. Just bought this massive pile of shit and it won't even fit in the house. It's the ugliest bike in the world, and I'm going to have to cut the whole back end off, and I've got about 2 inches of angle grinder blade left and we're running out of daylight. Shit. Killed the angle grinder. For fuck's sake. It's not going to plan at all. I think I've set the angle grinder on fire. Okay. Not good. Hacksaw, it's almost through. Through. Still smoking. So, just won this bike on eBay. It's kind of fucked now, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to tell you all about this. Right guys, what is going on? So, what you just saw was me cutting a brand new bike that I've just brought up on my driveway with a blunt angle grinder. Killed the angle grinder, I've killed the bike, and I've literally owned this bike for 1 hour. So, let me just tell you a little bit about it. This is, let me give you a little backstory. I'm looking for a Kelly controller because I want to be able to start running over 72 volts on a project, and while searching for a Kelly controller on eBay that's 144 volt, up to 144 volt, I found this project. So this was a lockdown project that the guy never got started. It's got a homemade 72 volt battery in it with decent cells. It's got the Kelly controller, and it's got a whole bunch of other little bits. He's done a lot of work to it. What I didn't envisage was the thing don't fit through my house. So pure desperation, because my son was on his way out and I had no one else to help me get it through the house, which is quite tight, was to cut the back end of the bike off. So that was a bit of an issue. I wasn't expecting to buy a bike that doesn't actually fit through my house, that can actually fit in my workshop. So it's pretty damn big. This bike is a Suzuki Bergman 400, or it was anyway before they took the 400cc engine out and started converting it to electric. I believe this is about a 15,000 watt rear wheel, and that controller can do up to 144 volts, 300 amps. So potentially with the right battery this could pull over 20,000 watts off the top of my head, maybe 30,000. Serious bit of kit. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to use a bike kit, or mostly interested in it for the bits done, but it has had a lot of work done. And although I feel a bit bad for cutting the back end off, I had no way of getting it in my house. The guy that sold it to me was talking about cutting the back end off because I didn't want to offend him by cutting it up. in pieces, but he was talking about fitting a different seat and finishing this off. So yeah, I just wanted to show you it. It's just mental project. There is a chance I might reuse this because I'm not sure what I'm going to put a 15,000 watt 13-inch wheel on apart from a long scooter. For now though, I've got some projects up my sleeve that I want to run this massive caddy controller on. It's going to be a big learning curve. I mean, these phase cables are absolutely massive. It's quite a bit of kit. The price I paid for it, it's worth it all day long just for the controller and battery alone, let alone the motor. I've got a box full of bits, but I mean, who's with me on the fact that I cut this in half? I mean, I had no choice anyway, but is that just the ugliest motorbike you've ever seen in your life? Hideous. So yeah, anyway, I've got a box full of other electric goodies which I need to go through, because you need all kinds of things like DC to DC converter, ignition system, a separate 12 volt system. There's a lot of stuff going on with this, and it's going to be a big learning curve for me, and I plan to do some fun projects using this bad boy controller. I think this controller's probably about 1500 quid on its own. So the fact that it can do up to 144 volts means I can start doing some really mental stuff, which is great. But I just wanted to show you guys quickly before it gets dark my new toy. See what you think. Is it the ugliest bike you've ever seen in the world? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Take a guess what you think I'm going to put the controller on next. The battery, so many options. I mean, potentially the 72 volt battery, I might do a go-kart project with a 100 amp Salvatore, I don't know, maybe a quad. But got a bit of an idea for this controller. Let us know in the comments what you think. What do you think of the new bike? Yeah, just a quick one. Thought if I'm going to cut this bike in half, it might as well be on YouTube. Yeah, I still can't believe I've had to do that. I've literally come home. I need 2 people to get this through the house because my house is quite tight and there's no other access. And my son was on his way out and he was running late, and I'm like, right, what am I going to do? Can't leave it outside, it's going to get nicked. It needs to come in and get locked up in the workshop. So, cut my bike in half. It was ugly though, wasn't it? Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. It's just a quick one. Let us know what you think of the bike in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the video soon. Take it easy.